RCW Rubber City Wrestling.
Allow me to beg your indulgence for one moment.
This is the fallen angel, Christopher Daniels.
The Mick Foley.
And you are watching
RCW Wrestling from the Rubber City.
Rubber City Wrestling.
Real pro wrestling.
Not the flippy stuff.
Have a nice day. Yeah.
Catch RCW Spotlight Sundays and RCW Global Thursdays only on the RCW Network on YouTube.
Hello, and welcome to another edition of RCW Spotlight. I am your host, your role model, Rick Lieb. And with
Ruthless
me today,
Alexander Crowley, the real RCW light heavyweight champion.
Where's your belt?
It's upstairs.
Upstairs in the studio.
Yes. I didn't bring it down.
You didn't bring it down to the bar.
There's nothing to prove. I already proved to everybody.
You think I would steal your belt?
Yes.
That's rude.
There's been talk that, you kind of got butt hurt.
I didn't. I'm going to be honest with you. I didn't. And I'm going to tell you why.
But you know what you forgot to do? In
Yes.
front of all
That's why you're here.
Fans.
That's why I asked you to be here. First of all, fans, for those of you wondering, the 25th anniversary of Pro Wrestling Weekly, which, by the way, the actual anniversary is on April 11th. We postponed it for 1 week because I guess technical difficulties. They don't have everything in that studio that we're going to be shooting it in up and running properly. And so we're going to have to do it in a week. But that actually gives us more time to get things ready. And plus, it allows me to bring you on, which I accidentally thought I said last week that you were going to be on this week because I owe you on our promise, on our bet.
Yeah.
And so I will pay that up. But
I think
we'll go ahead.
Scared to put on the show.
No, I didn't. I got attacked.
Oh.
And you know I did.
You got attacked.
I got attacked. Go watch it. It just aired this last week on RCW Global. You'll see what I'm talking about. Anyway, with that being said, we're going to go ahead and take our first commercial break. But when we come back, we're going to go ahead and really start this show because I owe you a handshake. 2 minutes, 2 seconds.
All my life, I wanted something to do with pro wrestling. I didn't care if it was a pro wrestler, a manager, an announcer. Hell, I'd even be the water boy. It was my dream to be a part of pro wrestling, and that's why I'm thankful for this opportunity.
Join the champ, John Potok, the boss's son, Bo Smyrno, and your role model, Rick Lieb. Sunday, April 7th for the 25th anniversary reunion episode of Pro Wrestling Weekly on the RCW Network on YouTube.
And he wants to be a wrestler.
Are you looking for a job? I mean, seriously. Do you want a job? Then get a hold of ASAP Staffing. ASAP Staffing is located in Barberton, Ohio, 165 2nd Street Northwest. Phone number is 330-615-2477.
RCW Rubber City Wrestling.
Wake up out there!
This is the Outcast Shannon Moore.
Mr. Technical Barry Horowitz.
Typhoon the Shockmaster and the B.A.D.D.
This is Chad Saylor, and you're watching Rubber City Wrestling.
Real pro wrestling.
If you don't believe me, ask me.
I'm Magnum TA and that's some straight talk with the boss.
Catch RCW Spotlight Sundays and RCW Global Thursdays only on the RCW Network on YouTube.
Welcome back to RCW Spotlight. A couple weeks ago, RCW presented ring cleaning. Your role model, Rick Lieb, went in the ring with this man, Alexander Crowley. Ruthless Alexander Crowley. You proved to be ruthless that day. What'd I say? I said in order to beat you, I have to injure you. Did I not?
Yes, you did.
So, what I did, I can't be butthurt about. Because shortly after the match started, I don't remember what move you hit me with, or what move I hit you with, or how it happened. But my shoulder pops out of socket. I don't know if you saw it right away, but what I do know is exactly after it popped out of socket, you went basically into attack mode. You did exactly what I would have done had I knocked your shoulder out of socket. You worked the shoulder and worked it. I held on for 20-something minutes. I fought long and hard.
It was 28:55.
Okay, for almost a half hour, I stayed on, trying to win that belt. Trying to swallow the pain of having my shoulder dislocated. I'm still in a brace, in case you didn't notice. I made sure I wore a shirt so that you could see your handiwork. I am no longer in the sling, and the reason why is I'll tell you, I have this. It's called deer antler spray. You spray it on, and it's supposed to actually work like it's supposed to like make your body create its own growth hormone and heal itself quicker. Nice. And it seems to be working. So my shoulder's coming back, starting to work, got the motion back in it. Still pops out from time to time, but I got to give everything its time. But regardless, a lot of people are like, are you mad at him for attacking you when you dislocated your shoulder and not like at least being sympathetic to that? No. Why would you be sympathetic to that? Why would you call yourself ruthless and then be sympathetic to that? I was actually extremely impressed that you basically beat me at my own game. You picked apart to pick apart. That's one of my catchphrases. I actually have that catchphrase trademarked. And the reason why is because it's smart. It's championship wrestling. Do you understand what I'm saying to you? Yeah. It's wrestling like a true champion. See, I already knew you were a winner. I never said you were a loser. Have you ever heard me once say a bad thing about you as a wrestler?
No.
You're right. I already knew you were a winner. But what I didn't think you were was a champion.
You didn't think I was a champion?
I know you've held the belt for a long time, but I underestimated your division.
I was just a shark that night.
You were.
It was my prey.
So. You definitely were. Congratulations on that. What you did is you proved to me that you can step over winning wrestling and wrestle championship wrestling. Because you've never really been tested like you were tested against me.
Right.
You know, I mean, you've been in great battles, but you've never been tested like I test you. And I think that the psychological part of that, where I work on your head, and I'm giving away a secret right now, and I don't care, because I'm done wrestling you. And we know it. This feud is over. The psychological thing is, I am the one that said, if I find something injured on you, or if I hurt you, or I'm going in there to hurt you, I'm going in there to injure you.
Right.
I played head games with you.
You did.
Without taking any credibility away from your wrestling, because I know how good you are. But the truth is, I didn't think mentally you'd be smart enough, or mentally strong enough to withstand the psychological stuff I was playing with you. But then I also didn't think that you would be strong enough physically to outlast me, because I know that I can go an hour if I wanted to. But what I didn't count on was you hitting me with something and popping my shoulder out of socket. But if you were to ask me What happens if something like your shoulder pops out of socket or you dislocate something in a match against Crowley? I would have said he'd probably take it easy on that section because he doesn't have a killer instinct. He doesn't have that championship killer instinct. I would have been wrong. You understand?
Yeah.
You proved to me that you do have that killer instinct. Now, a lot of people have asked why I've never tried going after you to be in the way. Now, one of the reasons why I never went after you to be in the way is because I didn't think you had the killer instinct. You proved me wrong on that. The other reason is Ken Sermonero will probably shoot me. So, you know, I'm not... He's Paisan. I can't do that to him.
So are you offering me to be in the way?
Oh, hey, if Ken ever gets rid of you, I'm coming after you. Put it that way. But right now, I mean, you have other things because I'm also good friends with another couple light heavyweights that are out there. Spike Ronan, Brandon Miller, you know. But I'm not going to talk about this yet. First things first. Is this on camera? Congratulations, champ.
Hey, you're a man of your word.
Congratulations, champ.
Thank you.
You proved to me you are the world light heavyweight champion.
The real RCW light heavyweight champion.
You are one of the real world light heavyweight champions. I can't take anything away from Spike. He's never lost that belt.
I just beat him.
You beat him by disqualification to beat the tiebreaker. Disqualification,
I
and then
didn't
you
tell
both...
him to go get the brass knuckles and hit me with it.
I didn't see any brass knuckles. I don't know what you're talking about.
I still won.
All right, regardless, you beat him, but you didn't beat him for the belt, technically. In my opinion, his opinion, you know what I'm talking about. If I would have beaten you by disqualification, you would have still been champion. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So, I personally believe, technically, you're both, in my opinion, real world light heavyweight champions. But you're not an interim champion. All that stuff I said about you being an interim champion, I'm taking that back. I'm going to shake your hand again. You are not an interim champion.
I appreciate that.
And I don't do nice things often. So
you really don't.
I don't care to. I'm not here to impress anybody but me. You know what I'm saying? But I'm a man of my word. And if there's one thing I've always been, it's a man of my word. And so I'm telling you it like it is. I'm coming clean. I am being man to man with you. And I'm talking to you. And I'm saying congratulations. You definitely proved to me that you are championship material.
Thank you. Appreciate that.
Now, let's move forward.
Let's move it.
May 25th.
Civil War.
Yes, sir. Rubber City Wrestling presents Civil War 2024. The Memorial Day Mayhem, or because it's over Memorial Day weekend.
Yeah, it is.
Ah, gosh, it still hurts to lift that arm. Okay. Hats make my head itch. I ain't gonna lie. Now, but how do you like it though? I know you're not a Laker fan, but you know I got the old throwback Magic Johnson.
That's good.
I got the boom. These are the Los Angeles Laker edition LeBrons.
Nice.
I'm wearing sweats right now because I just got out. I just got out of doing my first workout for the day,
okay.
And then I'm going to go back into the gym afterwards. And so I'm like, you know what? Screw it.
With one hand.
No, I got to work this arm out so that it doesn't pop out of socket anymore. So, yeah, two hands definitely. Just this one's got to be light duty, which really sucks. Thank you for that.
Hey,
I'm not mad at you. Again, I'm not mad at you because let's be honest. When it goes back to it, and you, a couple years ago when you were training, came to my school.
Yep.
Who taught you to be a shark like that?
You did.
Exactly. So I can't get mad at you. Unfortunately, back then you were a very shy person, so I assumed you didn't have that killer instinct in you. So, again, I'm very proud of you. You did a great job. I'm done feuding with you. I'm tired of cutting weight. I just hate it. I just want to eat, okay? And being in the light heavyweights is just not as easy as I thought it would.
Quiet on the set!
Got a loud crowd up there.
Yeah, we do.
I mean, good Lord. I hope it ain't a fight outside or something. It sounds like it, you know. But, okay. Now, that being said, I went to the committee and I told them, I said, look, I promised this guy I'd go to bat for him on one thing. If he'd go to bat for me on one thing, if he was able to beat me. First of all, I appreciate you accepting another challenge by Spike Ronan. You went to bat. You said, yes, I'll wrestle him again if you can get me in the match I deserve. I talked to them. You and Spike Ronan will be the main event at the next event. So, at Civil War.
Oh, I can't wait for this.
Main event!
Maybe I'll do to him what I did to you.
Hey, listen. Beating me with his move didn't sit well with him. I'm just going to give you fair warning on that. That's about the last thing I'm going to do about fair warning with him, because
he's on his own.
You know, he's my friend. And
he might be your friend, but he's my enemy.
Listen, I get that. But he's a lot better than you think he is. And then again, you're a lot better than I think he thinks you are. So it's going to be a fun match to watch.
It will be.
I can't wait.
I think there was a stipulation too on that.
I don't know anything about any stipulations. That's all you guys' paperwork. I just know that I asked you if you'd be willing to give Spike another shot. You said, I would love to give him another shot, but a match like that should be the main event. And I agreed with you.
Actually, just thinking about it, yes, Spike Ronan, you constantly want to jump me from behind. You constantly want to say I'm not the real RCW champion. So here's a challenge for you. May 25th, Civil War. 30-minute Iron Man match with me. Are you going to accept that?
Iron Man match?
Yep, Iron Man. 30 minutes of hell with Alexander Crowley. Is he going to accept that?
We'll find out.
Not. He's got his tail tucked behind his ass.
Well, we will find out. That's all. We don't know.
Let's see if he responds.
Yeah, I didn't see any stipulation like that. So, but I mean, you got your match, and you got your main event. That's what you asked for. So congratulations again. And you know, we're not here to talk about my match this week. We're here to talk about yours. So I'll bring up my match with J.O. Watson next week. I don't even know why he's on the roster. I'll be honest with you. But that being said, we're going to go ahead and take our next commercial break. But when we come back, we have the unfortunate displeasure of taking your questions.
I don't know. It was probably around 2, maybe 3 years ago. I'd be walking around in malls or walking down the street. Women would come up there and just want to be with me. Men, they'd just mimic things I do and more or less just try and follow in my footsteps. I guess that was probably the first time I realized that I was your role model.
Join the champ, John Potok, a boss's son, Bo Smyrno, and your role model, Rick Lieb. Sunday, April 7th for the 25th anniversary reunion episode of Pro Wrestling Weekly on the RCW Network on YouTube.
Do you enjoy indie flicks and B-movies? Maybe have a script in mind and want to be showcased? Well, the same company that gave you Footsteps and Night Z, Guru Films, is looking for more ideas. Contact us at thegurufilms1@gmail.com or through the Guru Films Facebook page. So be sure to follow us on Facebook at facebook.com/gurufilms.420 to purchase DVDs and for updates on new films coming soon.
RCW Rubber City Wrestling.
Hello, yes, this is Danhausen.
This is Sunny from Glow.
The Birdman Coco Beware.
Duke the Dumpster Drosy.
Gangrel, and you're watching Rubber City Wrestling.
Real pro wrestling.
Not that flippy stuff.
Get your thrill with the real.
Keep banging and banging.
Take care and Sunny smiles.
Catch RCW Spotlight Sundays and RCW Global Thursdays only on the RCW Network on YouTube. Would you like to see your commercial aired on both RCW Spotlight and RCW Global? contact us on social media at facebook.com/Rubber City Wrestling, Instagram at Rubber City Wrestling, or email us at the RCW Network at gmail.com.
Got it? Welcome back to RCW Spotlight. Well, fans, it's that time of the show again. You've got questions?
We got answers.
Not bad.
I like it.
Now, if you'd like for us to answer your question on the air, feel free to write us at
x.com/rubber
wrestling.
Thanks, producer. You know what?
I don't normally say that.
Rubber
I'm
wrestling.
sorry.
Listen, Ricky Williams has been on the show for the past 2 weeks. He says wrestling rubber every time. So it makes me wonder what he's doing with a plastic blow-up drum.
Good job, producer.
Probably got one of them real dolls. Anyway, let's go. Yeah, I got a comment about him wearing the same outfit 2 weeks in a row on there. I'm like, he didn't have the same outfit on. He just wore this hoodie because it was cold in the studio.
Yeah.
And so I'm like, it's like, you know, it is what it is. Okay, go ahead. Although I am going to tease him on Global next week about wearing 2-day wear.
Good job, Ricky Williams.
But yeah. Anyway, go on.
This question comes for Mo Green, Las Vegas, Nevada. Hi guys, I see the PWW reunion is postponed a week. Will you talk about WWE, AEW, or RCW?
Actually, the way we're going to be doing this is we might talk a little bit about everything. We'll definitely be talking about RCW. We might be doing a little bit, like maybe a WrestleMania rundown. I don't know if we're going to talk about AEW. We might talk about that a little bit too. I don't know, because I don't really watch it. That part we'll have to do with Bo Smyrno. And then, we're going to mainly be reminiscing about a lot of the, about what we're doing and, about the good old days. So
Right.
It'll be a fun show. You going to watch it?
Sure.
Are you looking forward to watching it?
Sure.
Okay. That's a no. Anyway, so, I'm looking forward to doing it. A little upset that it's postponed a week, but hey, you know what? If the studio is set up and it looks as good as they say it's going to look, then I'm all in.
My question is for you with the PWW reunion. Are you going to call somebody a bitch again?
Oh my gosh. Only if Nikki writes in.
Okay. Fair enough.
I end up knowing her now.
Really?
Yeah. And it's funny because, at the time, I was a character. We'll just leave it at that. All right. Good question, Mo Green from The Godfather. I'm going to guess it's not his real name. Unless he survived the shot to the eyeball and went on, yeah. I'm a Godfather guy, so you're not going to get me with that name. And Mo Green, Las Vegas, Nevada.
Jeez.
Good one. Good one. Next.
This one comes from Marty G, Stowe, Ohio. Hey guys, first I want to say get well soon to Ken. My question is, has anyone reached out to Dak to see if he's okay after John Rossiter basically annihilated him?
I read it earlier and it said initiated. But annihilated actually sounds better.
Same thing.
I haven't. Have you? Have you talked to him since?
Dak?
Yeah.
Yeah, I've talked to him.
Is he alright?
He's good.
How long did he stay in the hospital?
Probably for like a day or two.
So he did go?
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, I had to go too. Thanks.
Well, I mean, I wonder why.
I'm just messing with you, man. I'm not mad at you about it. Like I said,
but
I
let's
am
talk
not
about
mad at
this though. Let's talk about Dax and John Rossiter for a minute. Mm-hmm. John Rossiter, you're a monster.
Yeah.
You did the unthinkable to Dak.
No.
But let's take another step forward. Dak, you showed heart. You showed charisma.
Would you say he had his heart on?
This is a PG show.
I know. So he had his heart on. He's like carrying his heart on his sleeve.
Said something else.
No, carrying his heart on his sleeve.
Man, I gotta give it to Dak. You gave him a fight, but you didn't win the battle, man.
Yeah, well, here's the thing. You were talking trash to a monster, and you got what you deserve. But this doesn't concern me and you, Dak, because you have nothing to do with what I'm about to say now. Danny England, just who in the hell do you think you are, sticking your nose in my good friend John Rossiter's business, hitting him with that chair, and then whatever you did to his leg. Did you see the post online about with the bruises on the leg? Tore his hamstring. Danny England did that.
No, I don't think he did that.
No, he did. He did.
Did he?
Oh yeah, hit him right in the back, and then when he got him right behind the leg. I don't know.
Good for you, Danny.
No, not good for you. You don't do that. This is this guy's debut, and you're gonna try and.
Do you know why I say that?
Do you know what's gonna happen to Danny England?
What's gonna happen?
Well, Danny. First of all, the board won't let Danny wrestle him at this next event because Danny has to face the number one contender for his belt. So they're making Rossiter wrestle in a number one contenders match before he can move on to wrestle against Danny England. I don't know who it is against yet. We should have that next week.
You know why I say good for Danny?
No, why?
Because I seen what Rossiter did to me in your match with you.
What did he do to you?
Yeah, you throw me outside and he goes and stomps me on my chest.
I'm pretty sure.
Me.
I don't know if you understand, but I thought you were looking for a break because you sounded winded, so I threw you outside the ring.
No, you just threw me in the Shark Tank. That's okay. I still won.
Yes, you did. Congratulations.
Yeah.
I'm not mad at you.
No, I know. You ready for the third one?
Yeah. Who asked that question?
Marty G, Stowe, Ohio.
Okay. Good question, Marty.
And this one comes from Bend Over.
Oh,
yeah, I get it now. State Pen.
How does he get in here every week?
Hey, role model. I saw you wearing the sling last week at the hands of Mr. Crowley. I hope that wasn't your pleasuring hand, because your love life would really be in trouble then.
How's that even a question? Why did that get... I thought this was a PG show.
It was sent in. I don't know. I can't control that.
Listen.
Bend over?
Bend over, whatever your name really is. Show up. Show up to an arena. Tell me you're bent over. Get in my face. And say the dumb stuff that you keep saying to me when you're hidden behind a freaking...
Computer screen.
Computer screen or a cell phone or
Yeah,
I don't know,
about that.
whatever you have. And I promise you that if you were to say that to my face, you would definitely be bent over and crying in pain, because I would gut punch him so hard in his liver, that boy would be freaking.
That didn't sound gay. Sorry.
Whatever. Anyway, we're gonna go ahead and get out of here. Thank you for the first two questions. For the World Light Heavyweight Champion, Alexander Crowley, I am your role model, Rick Lieb, saying join us again next week as we do the 25th anniversary for Pro Wrestling Weekly. Salute.